painting every color for you, just to show you.
Of Southerners by all racial and social economic backgrounds. This is clarifying the Hierophant though, y'all. And you like, dang, Skigh, what the heck does that mean? Well, this is still justice, and like everything else, it's a social construct, and it's defined by those in power. To the majority of Americans, justice is equated to courts, law enforcement, and politicians, and maybe even karma. Okay, that's not the case when it comes down to root workers. That's not the case. Like I said, this is the Hoodoo deck, and this is the number 11, Justice. We gonna get to that, because with all of that I said, Divine say get to it now. Okay, I ain't play you. Let me tell you something, Cancer. Divine has been really pushy with me with your read. Divine says we need to address the number 11 now, because the number 11 is blessings. It is benefits from your efforts. It's like-mindedness. It's groups. It's charities. It's networking. It's wealth. It's wish fulfillment. That's what the number 11 is. That's what this justice is for you. Okay? Now, back to these root workers. Historically, when Black Americans have sought justice, all they find are just us, as the saying goes. Y'all know that saying. So if someone had a problem, they sought out a root worker to help them solve it. And you know, usually root workers believed in God or some other higher power. They didn't consider revenge for a genuinely offensive act to be a bad thing. Okay? That's, you know, if they even consider something bad or good at all. Okay? There's duality in all things, family. Balance is, listen to wisdom. Okay, so for them, these types of dualities of good and bad, you know, they didn't traditionally exist in African or indigenous culture in quite the same way as European societies. Therefore, it's not considered immoral, or was not considered immoral, to root someone who hurt you or someone you loved. Hey, this is, you know, what I'm trying to do. There is no sentient creature on this earth that will sacrifice life, food, or the well-being of themselves and their families without a vicious fight. We all gonna put up a fight for these things. And there's nobody who's going to voluntarily suffer. Nobody going to do that. You know, the root worker understands this. And so when Dr. Buzzard comes along, it is justice, and he is asking you, what would be a fair way to resolve this conflict? Now, right now, we're not talking about a specific conflict that you have, because we're clarifying the Hierophants. This is a conflict within self, Cancer. Okay? And you not being able to embody or trust this means that someone, something, some did you wrong. Okay? And Divine is saying that justice is going to be served, that you need not concern yourself with, ooh, goodness. That's dope. That's dope. Okay, I'm going to say it. Divine says you should not concern yourself with mortal things. Do you know who you are? Okay, Cancer in the divine says to get you to see that clearer, we have the King of Wands. Let me tell you something about this here king here. Okay, this King of Wands is a natural born leader. They are fearless. They are timeless. Pure. Okay, let me tell you something. Trust in this Hierophant. Trust in whatever these powerful lessons that you are learning that's awakening things within you. Have faith in this alignment, in this enlightening that's happening, because you're being enlightened right now. You're finding your path as an awakened soul. You're waking up. Trust in that. Okay? And the difficulties that you need to overcome is listen, Cancer. All of this major arcana in court cards up in here. Now we have the number 8. Now we have strength. And these are the difficulties that you're overcoming. These are the difficulties that you're overcoming. Okay? The lessons that you're learning. There's a transformation that is occurring. The number 8 is the card of Scorpio. It's transformation. It's death and rebirth. It's cycles. It's sexual ships. It's commitments. It's joint finances and funds. It's karma. It's debt. Okay? And this is the difficulty that you're overcoming. So it being here in our difficulty spot, you know what that's telling us? Look at the lamb. Look at the heart. Look at the... Cancer. There are some blockages going on. And this is a need to have faith in your in yourself. And not be guided by the reptilian part of your doggone brain. You need not doubt yourself. You can't doubt yourself because of whatever fear. And you can sit up here and say that it's not fear, but most of the reason why we are apprehensive to do a thing is because of the fear of something. I don't care what it is. It's the root is fear, because it is. Because it's something that we don't desire. We don't desire for a particular outcome. You know what I'm saying? So it's rooted in fear. And divine says that this strength in our difficulty spot is not really where we want to be, because you know what it says to us? It says that we standing in our own way. Oh, you see how I said that? It just felt wrong. You know, and divine is coming through to clarify that with more major arcana from the Hoodoo deck. Here we go with the tower. Check it out. This is the big house. This is the big house. The big house is the tower. The tower is number 16. And of course, here we are, another number 7. We started out the gate with this divine feminine, this the receptive power that we need to be standing firm on and being stable on. This is the number 16 is the tower. And 1 + 6 is 7. That's balance. That's partnerships. That's business matters. There's a lot of equilibrium that needs to be had here, because that's what that number represents. And when it comes down to the big house in the Hoodoo deck, I made sure I got the book, because let me tell y'all something. Divine just worded me up today that this is about to be in so I might as well get used to it. But let's keep it moving. See, I'm getting a tongue lashing for even saying that. The big house is the tower. Okay? And okay, so here, let's look at this, right? Okay, can you see? See, it's a magnifying glass there. So a woman is looking at a plantation home with a rose-colored lens, right? That's what, when we envision rose-colored glasses, this is what we're talking about. It's things going on one way, but we see it this way. Okay? And she's unable to see the suffering of the plummeting people from the window. You see? It's like they don't even exist. She can't see that. She don't see the smoke. There's no greater symbol of Southern congeniality than a big old plantation, lush gardens, and whatnot. And that's what she's singing. Uh-oh, let me put this back up. No, we're getting there, divine. Okay? Now, when people go on these tours or whatever, you know, they get their lemonade, they see the quaint customs and all of this, and they're like, oh, it was a simpler time and what have you. But what they don't tell you is that most of these villages and fields were already there. And they were thriving prior to the arrival of foreigners. In other words, indigenous people were literally forced to work on their own land. So while this simpler time was certainly a reality for hundreds of prosperous slave owners, it was not for thousands of enslaved people and indentured servants. For them, the big house was far from beautiful. It was instead a house of horrors. So when this card comes across, which corresponds in the Rider-Waite to the Tower, okay, put it back up here so you can see. I just wanted to look at it again myself. It's saying that you are maybe trying to prepare for a sudden change, or the subsequent trauma that would come from that. But there will be no opportunity to adjust. You'll simply just have to deal with things the best way you know how when whatever happens. So this is the fear here. These are the fears, the manifestation of your fears here in your difficulties to overcome. And it makes sense that this is happening. Because you might not like change. You might not like surprises. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, this is like gonna suck for you, whatever transformation that is occurring. But it doesn't have to. The best thing that you can do is not fight the urge to resist or deny whatever is occurring. You need to be looking on. This is telling you in our difficulty spot. It's clarifying our strength, y'all. It's telling you need to be looking on the bright side. You need to have faith in your inner self. You need not fear this. Okay? You need not. And if this is not a place that you can get to mentally, you need to get around people who can help you get there. Reach out to family, reach out to friends and neighbors, call a hotline, talk to somebody. It's important that you have people around you now that can keep you focused and grounded. Okay? Because this right here are the winds of change, baby, and they are uprooting anything that you thought was permanent. Okay? I want to hug you right now, Cancer. Because this change that is occurring it's not just occurring in one aspect of your life. It's occurring in many aspects of your life. And it's not as and unfortunately there's nothing that you can do about it. You're feeling powerless with this. And this is why difficulty is showing up as your strength, as your courage, as your fear. Like, you like, I shouldn't have did this, or you thinking, you're ruminating over things that you think you should have did this that way, or it wouldn't have mattered what you did. Divine is saying it would not have mattered what you did. Okay, whatever this was, it was inevitable that this is where it was headed. It was necessary, because look at you. There is something new happening, and the only way for something new to come and come into fruition, you know, is for the old to go away. And to confirm that, Divine is saying, look, the King of Pentacles is coming up to confirm your Tower. Now, here we go. Another court card. Now, listen here. Let me tell you something here. Bruh, sis, let me tell you about this King of Pentacles. This is focusing solely on the material and being selfish and cold. And this has caused you to be stuck. You know why? Because you trying so hard to avoid the inevitable. I know. It's this thing, you know, I know. It's this. Listen, when I tell you, it's nothing you could have did. This right here said this was gonna happen regardless. And your inability to accept that, and your inability to be able to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? It's affecting your coin. Oh, I don't want to affect the money. It's affecting your money. Okay? So, let me release you from whatever you're feeling. It was nothing you could have did about this thing, this thing right here. It's an inevitable. It was inevitable. Okay? Continue to work on you. Trust in yourself. Trust in these new opportunities and this transformation that is occurring. Because trust in it. Listen to me. It's not selfish to focus on you. It's not. Let me tell you about how justice is going to be served to you once you do. That's when justice is going to come. When you focus on you. But where you headed is right here. Now look. What did I say? The Queen of Sticks was? Queen of Wands? Right? Where you headed? They facing each other. We already talked about what the Queen of Wands was here because it's confirming your energy showing up with these new creative beginnings and this inspiration, is this honing of the new skills. Divine says this is where you're headed. This is why everything got to come down, because this is where you're headed, bruh, sis. This is where you're headed. Queen of Wands. And what did we say? There aren't any genders when it comes down to these cards. It is genderless. It is all energy. So dig, bruh, sis. This is you boldly expressing yourself. This is you having charisma and being passionate. This is you being spontaneous. This is you bravely pursuing your dreams. Okay? This is you being impulsive, something you're not really about being impulsive, but this is where you headed. This is you being adventurous. You know why? Because you're confident now. Okay? You're confident. You're helping others as you build your kingdom, your queendom. Look at you. Yes. Boldly expressing yourself. Yes, you're being spontaneous. Yes, you're following your impulses. You know why? Because you're trusting in your higher self. You're trusting in who you know you truly are. You're trusting in that. And to clarify your Queen of Wands is as to where you're heading comes up the Three of Coins in the Hoodoo deck. Now, the Three of Coins in the Hoodoo deck. Okay? Oops. My lighter from Lighten the Divine says take my time with this one, okay? I hear you, Divine. I hear you. Ain't she beautiful? Now, this here Three of Coins is coming through to clarify your Queen of Wands energy. You boldly expressing yourself, being adventurous, you helping others while you build your kingdom, your queendom. Okay? Now, to clarify this is this beautiful Afro-Romani root worker. She's very successful. Okay? And here she's awaiting the arrival of a client. Thousands of gypsies were reclassified as colored and intermarried into Negro communities throughout the South. They were known as especially skilled at breaking hexes and curses. This woman wears two necklaces. Can you see them? She wears those two necklaces to keep the blessings coming. Okay? She's got a rosary. It's made of black-eyed peas and a wishbone. Now, this card symbolizes employment. Look, she got the mason jar there. She is symbolizing high standards and beneficial use of her talents. Look at that sister. She's just beautiful to me. Okay? She's beautiful to me. Okay? This is exceeding expectations. This is promotions. This is upgrades. This is improvement in social status. This is being validated by others. This is degrees or certifications. This is collaborations. This is goal-oriented people. This is you. This is what you're doing over there, Cancer. You getting some degrees, some certifications, getting your paperwork together for your business, for this new creative beginning that you got going. This new skill that you bringing to us. That's what you're doing. Ooh, wee, baby. This right here is beneficial use of your talents. This is appreciation for a job well done. This is professional growth. Do you hear me? And this is confirming your Queen of Wands. Divine says this is who you are. I know I haven't been calling out the signs, but I'm going to make sure that you know me. I'm going to put them up there so y'all know what all is on the board. Because you got everything on the board. You got air. You got some earth. You got fire. You got a little bit of everything out here. But where you're headed is an amazing doggone thing. Because let me tell you something. This 3 of coins, okay? This upgrade. This y'all, I can't even, okay? This upgrade right here that's occurring. This beneficial use of your talents. This promotion. This improvement in social status. Bruh, sis, it's being clarified by the Ace of freaking Cups. Okay? Look at the hand of divine there. This what you got coming. This what you got coming with your Queen of Wands energy. This is new connections, y'all. This is seeds of love and hope. This is awakening the heart. This is positive outcomes. This is oneness, bliss. This is creativity. Listen to me here, Cancer. I'm not even going to divine. Okay, thank you, divine. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. Let me tell y'all something, Cancer. Divine says you got the message. If you didn't, by the time I got here, you already knew what it was. So this right here, let it happen. Trust in yourself. Don't be fearful. Reach out to people. Reach out to people who can help you see the brighter side of the situation. Because this transformation is something that must happen. And it needs to happen because it's affecting your coin. And once it does, it's going to affect your coin to the point where in fast pace, you are going to accelerate. To the point where, honey, you're going to look up and be like, dang, what happened? Whoa. I love it when things go down, when the flag come together like that, don't you? Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave you be. I can't wait to talk to y'all next month and see what y'all bringing. What y'all bringing us? Talk to me. Tell me. Drop it in the comments. Y'all know I'm nosy. Y'all know I want to know. Well, it was a pleasure doing y'all reading. My name is Skigh. You know I'm wishing you all the love, joy, peace, abundance, joy, wholeness, and vibrational balance that there is, right? Of course, Cancer. And until next time.
Painting every color for you, just to show you.